My name is Daniel Nallen, and this is my audience. There are many great football teams in the past, but one team that holds a special place in my heart is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2002-2003 team that not only gave the organization its first championship, but also broke records and solidified players on the team as future Hall of Famers. Only 19 different franchises in the National Football League have won the Super Bowl, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are one of those teams. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers' journey to the Super Bowl began with the hiring of Tony Dungy in 1996. Tony Dungy, the head coach, and his defensive coordinator, Monty Kiffin, implemented their Cover 2 defense, which changed the game and is still used by many great teams today. And as his time as the head coach, he had 4 playoff appearances, including an NFC Championship game in 1999. And after 2 consecutive first-round playoff losses, he was let go by the Buccaneers. Even though Tony Dungy was able to bring life to a franchise that hadn't seen a playoff berth since 1982, he was not able to achieve the greatest accolade for a franchise, and that was a Super Bowl win. Although Tony Dungy couldn't prove himself worthy of a Super Bowl victory with the Bucs organization after he was let go, the Buccaneers and the Glazer family, who's the owners at the time and still are, had their eyes set on the Oakland Raiders head coach to fill their vacant spot. And John Gruden was acquired by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from the Oakland Raiders for 2 first-round draft choices, a pair of second-rounders, and $8 million. While he was the Oakland Raiders head coach, he led them to 3 AFC Championship games in 1998, 1999, and 2001. In 2002, the Bucs won the Super Bowl with him as their head coach for the very first season, and he defeated his old team, the Oakland Raiders. The defense ranks among the best in the NFL to ever play, and one of my things I have are this John Gruden bobblehead, and on the bottom it has the Super Bowl emblem. And John Gruden was rewarded as the driving force for the Buccaneers Super Bowl victory. He is well deserving of that status, but also had help from Monty Kiffin, the defensive coordinator, and the discipline instilled by Tony Dungy, who was the coach before him. The coaching staff is often seen as the major reason for a team's success, but the real and often overlooked reasons are the players. There are 53 men on the roster that played integral roles in bringing the Lombardi Trophy to Tampa, but 2 players are recognized as Hall of Famers, and more will follow. These 2 players are Derrick Brooks and Warren Sapp. And Derrick Brooks, I have an autographed picture which I received from an next-door neighbor, and he knew that I liked Derrick Brooks and the Buccaneers, so he gave this to me as a gift. And also, one of my first jerseys I ever got, which is a Derrick Brooks Buccaneers jersey. And Derrick Brooks just recently this year was rewarded with being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And last year, Warren Sapp was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and during the Monday night game against the Miami Dolphins, which me and my family went to, his number 99 jersey was retired. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had many players who played important roles in winning the Super Bowl. Many who may be overlooked, but 2 players that have received their due praise are Derrick Brooks and Warren Sapp. In conclusion, a team franchise that deserves tribute for bringing the first and only, hopefully not for long, Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay area are the 2002-2003 Buccaneers. And this was all due to Tony Dungy in the beginning, turning around a franchise that hadn't seen playoff berth since the 1980s, and John Gruden coming from the Oakland Raiders, who he turned around and in his first season won a Super Bowl. And all this couldn't be done without the players on the team, and 2 in particular, which are Derrick Brooks and Warren Sapp. The great safety, who was also the safety during their Super Bowl run and victory, John Lynch, once said, "Going down as one of the greatest defenses wasn't one of our primary objectives. Winning the Super Bowl was. But we're a prideful group, and we've always said you've got to win the championship. We'll leave that for you guys to judge, but I would think we'd have to be one of the greatest defenses of all time." And I agree 100% with them. Thank you. And this is my audience once more.